You're listening to the Dramatic Show
Welcome
podcast.
back to the Dramatic Show podcast. I am your host, Dramatic, along with my co-host, Ty. Was good.
Was good.
I could have gave you a different nickname this time.
Because you always switching my names. I was like, let me see what you gonna call me today.
You know how I do. Along with our special guests we got in here. We got Bodie and then we got Big James. Yo, say what's up on the mic.
Yo, what's up? What's going on, man?
They just so relaxed, man.
Right, laid back.
Yo, so Ray, what's been good, man? What you been up to these last couple of days?
The usual. I miss you guys. Where's John ass at?
I don't know, man. John doing his own thing. I gotta reach out to him, man, and try to get him back on here, man, because he been missing in action. I gotta hit him up sometime soon so we can get the family back together.
Right.
So what you get into this weekend?
Nothing. Work.
Work?
I had to work all day, every day, in this heat.
What did you have to do today? Like
Nothing today. I stayed in the back all day.
all day? But I mean,
I got drunk before I went to work today.
Yo, stop playing.
I ain't lying.
Are you
I
serious?
popped up at my cousin's house and then went from there.
Wow. What time you had to be in today?
4.
4 a.m. or you talking about 4 in the
4 in
afternoon?
the afternoon. They just had me to close and count the money.
How you drink so? I mean, it's like it's super
I was
hot
drunk
today.
by
Like it's
12.
hot in North Carolina. Like the
I was
humidity.
drunk at 12.
Where do you work at?
Advance Auto Parts.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm just surrounded by.
Scratch that because I don't.
So you were ready in advance to go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like how you did that.
Right.
All right, so again, on this show, we're going to be talking about Coming to America 2. We're really looking forward to that movie. We also going to be talking about Donald Trump and his 2020 rally when he actually came to Greenville, North Carolina the last couple of days. And also, we're going to be talking about A$AP Rocky and what he's going through in that Sweden prison. So we got a really good show, so you guys stay tuned and listen to that. So, Rhea, let me ask you something. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I surely did not.
Why didn't you vote for Donald Trump?
Why would I?
Why would you?
Why would I?
Why would you?
Why would I vote for him?
So what's your beef with Donald Trump?
I don't
Tell
have
me
a beef.
Tell me what's your beef with Donald Trump?
First of all, he's a pig.
You
All
consider-
that grab you by the pussy and yeah.
I mean, that's almost any man though.
Yeah, but not from the president.
Not from the president, but he didn't think that he was gonna be the president back then when he did that
Yes,
stuff.
he did. He knew.
He always knew that he was gonna run for president. You feel like?
He knew years ago.
Yo, but this is just crazy though. This is my thing. So a couple of days ago, he actually tweeted telling 4 Democratic congresswomen of color to go back to the countries from which they came. Mainly Representative Omar. She's actually from Somalia, I believe. She's actually a Minnesota lawmaker. But do you think he actually went too far as a president saying something like that?
Of course, because I'm pretty sure they was born here.
No. She was actually, I think she actually was from Somalia. I think she maybe could have came at the age of 17 or something like that.
But how old is she?
Her, I'm not for sure. I think she's maybe in her 30s or late 40s, maybe. I'm not for sure. But do you feel like that's more so of a racist comment, or he's just standing up for just being traditionally being a part of the United States?
He's just an ass.
Just being an asshole.
Period. Pooh.
Did you hear any of his speech when he was in East Carolina University the last couple of days?
No, I don't follow him at all.
I mean, but it was kind of big news though. The president coming to Eastern North Carolina. You know, we don't get that much news.
That's not my president.
That's not your president.
Uh-uh.
Did you vote for Hillary?
Uh-uh.
You didn't vote for Hillary?
For Bernie.
Bernie? Because of the weed, right? Basically.
No. Just because he was more logical.
Because he was more logical?
Yeah.
As into what aspect?
Paying for schools and stuff like that of that nature. Want no beef. Like, who he beefing with? You don't hear nothing about him. And he marched with Martin Luther King and them back in the day.
Bernie Sanders actually marched up MLK? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never knew that. James, who did you vote for?
Nobody.
You didn't vote?
Nope.
Why didn't you vote?
I didn't want to put nobody in the White House. I don't know.
I mean, that's anybody though, man. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? But I just didn't vote.
have you ever voted for a president?
No.
You never?
Never put a president in the White House.
Holy
Ever?
cow! Never
Nope.
voted.
Never voted.
S-Class, have you ever voted?
Yeah, I have voted. I like to exercise my right.
Who'd you vote for? If you don't mind telling the audience.
I'm with last election, we had the choice between Trump and Hillary.
Yeah.
And so, really, I didn't want to vote for either. But
Most people did.
this is the thing that got me to vote.
What's that?
People telling me, well, if you don't vote, then that's gonna mean more people voting for Trump. So I said, well, let me go vote, and I voted for Hillary.
And we
But
still lost.
yeah, and we still lost. So I should have just stayed home, right?
Yeah, and this whole thing, like Trump has a lot of supporters in Eastern North Carolina, but believe it or not, the biggest county in North Carolina, Pitt County, he actually lost that handedly to actually Hillary Clinton. Even like at like 90,000 people, he actually lost to Hillary Clinton in this area. So he doesn't have as many supporters as most people think. But at that rally, man, I mean, they was really going hard. Every single thing that he was saying, like, I mean, he really had some support from like Eastern North Carolina. He really did.
I didn't follow it. I don't follow him. I just feel like everything he do and say is messy.
I would like to see Obama's wife run for it.
Michelle Obama?
Yeah, I'd like to see her.
You actually consider her like
Yeah.
president material?
Now, I'd probably go on the table and vote for that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
What qualities do you like about
I just like how
Michelle?
she get out in the world. She show herself on TV. I mean, she's for charity. I mean, she's not stuck behind in the White House all day. She's out there doing charity funds on TV. I mean, every time you turn around, she's doing something good for the world.
How you feel about Michelle? What do you think about that? Michelle as president, how you?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really see I don't know. As far as a woman, I can't say that because women are so dominant nowadays. But I don't know. I just
I don't think she might not have the heart, or she's been in there with Obama and she see how all the things change. I
But
think she don't want to do
Hillary
it.
with Clinton, like,
Yeah.
Bill, but still.
Yeah,
it's
Bill
like,
was wild. Well, Bill.
Wow,
do y'all
Bill,
really
right?
feel like a woman could run the United States?
Me personally, I don't feel like I wouldn't say it qualified, but I look at it more as a security aspect, like these Muslim countries, right? They really hate the United States, and the way Muslims feel about women in general in their culture, like they have no respect for them. Imagine a woman being like the head of state for the United States of America. How weak would we actually look to Muslim countries? I feel like that would bring more attacks into the United States. That's one major thing. So me personally, I just don't feel comfortable as a woman.
I mean, you feel like other country looks at them boys ain't got no balls over there.
Basically,
win.
pretty much, man. Because women, you guys can do so many different things. Don't get me wrong. If it was just more so being at an administrative task, I feel like Hillary would do a wonderful job. But when it just comes to something as to war, I'm just not comfortable with it. Just think about it. If you and your man, like you guys in the home, even like Scott and James, you guys as girls, man, somebody breaks into that house. It's not that woman's job to get a baseball bat and protect that home. It's you guys' job. Same thing with the United States. Like, I just don't feel comfortable with her being like the head of state. That's
With
just me.
I felt like the women was, even with Trump, it was like a throw them in the chair so that they can erase all the, or have it fall back on either the woman or Trump. You get what I'm saying?
But go a little bit further. I'm not really
Like-
following what you're saying.
Him taking out Obamacare.
No, I'm
just saying anything that Obama did, they wanted somebody, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to have somebody where they could, how can I say this? It's like, I don't want to work behind that. You feel me?
Like, he got somebody go in there and delete it and let them, how can you say it? Shoot.
I'm trying to put it in.
Come on, boy, hit one.
It's like, you get what I'm saying, right?
I just think he's more concerned with bringing down Democrats than actually, uplifting the country or bringing the country
So
together.
you feel like that's his priority to just demolish what Democrats did?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Let me ask you something. Were any of you guys affected by the Obamacare?
What was that? I mean, what it do?
Okay, so I'll tell you, for me, for the last 4 years, I decided not to purchase any type of insurance.
Right?
Right.
But then
It hits me
At the first of the year.
It hits me at the first of the year every year. They hit me for at least $700. The last 4 years, that's a total of $2,100 because of Obamacare itself.
That's out of your pocket.
out of my pocket.
Did you vote for Obama?
Did I vote for Obama? No, at that year I didn't vote for Obama that year. And I didn't vote at all that year. That was probably one of the only years that I did not vote. Everybody just came up to me, okay, like, okay, you must be really proud, and I know you're excited that you actually have an African American in presidency, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way themselves for them thinking that just because he's a black man that I would actually vote for him. And to be honest with you, I was never really a Barack fan, to be honest with you, man. And I like him as a person and things like that, but just as him just being a black man, that's not a reason for me to actually to vote.
Exactly.
I wasn't against him.
We all bleed the same color.
Right.
I mean, we red and red. I mean, you.
With me, like when they was, saying vote for him because he was an African American, I was like, but every black person ain't for black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he's not for us? What did he do to actually?
So, S-Class, let me tell you, what do you think about Barack, man?
I actually like him as a president.
What do you feel like he did for black people?
It was more so about what he did what he was trying to do for the country. I know we expect him as being black that, he's going to look out for blacks, because, we've been waiting forever for a black president.
No, Bill Clinton came. He was the first black president. Let's correct that.
Default, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, let me state, I'm not political at all. Like,
he making it very clear. He's scared. He's making it very clear.
I mean, because I'm gonna live my life either way, man. It don't affect me like that. Like, even with the Trump thing, like, people, all they scared of what Trump gonna do. I'm like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna live my life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get money and I'm gonna do what I do. Like,
I think he was like good for showing stability with the black homes, taking care of his kids and making sure they go to school, faithful to his wife.
So it wasn't more so political thing. It was more so as an African American meeting the highest peak of society. And they looked down that way.
And then who you gonna get to work behind? Forgive me for saying what I'm about to, but who you gonna
don't
get
ask for
to
no
work?
forgiveness.
Who
Dramatic Show podcast, Ray. What's wrong with you?
Nigga? Who's gonna work behind that nigga?
Yeah, I feel you.
So who the hell we gonna get to run? Now you got Hillary and Trump. That's why I didn't vote. Cause to me it was like,
Yeah. But Bernie Sanders though, man, he's probably one of the better independent runners that I've seen probably in the last couple of years. Ross Perot, you guys remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
He was in the independent party, right?
Yeah.
How, did he actually do pretty good at the time, or he?
I think he sucked.
He sucked.
He went down.
He did suck.
Clinton, I want to say though.
Yeah,
I want to say he ran when Clinton ran. It was either
Bill Clinton, right? It was Bill, him, and George Bush, wasn't it? George Bush was it senior? Yeah, George Bush senior. Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Even like the Latinos in the Greenville, North Carolina area, they were just like, no supporters came out to support Trump. Coming and thinking that somebody's just going to ship you back to a place that you were just trying to escape all these years to get a better life. They were just like, man. Like,
I think he's missing out the American is made for improvement. I mean, for a better life. Right. I mean, if they want to come over here, let them come over here.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna hurt our, but we land free, right? I mean,
supposedly.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't shit free.
The only thing I like about Donald Trump, he talks shit. That's the whole point. He loves to talk shit. He talks his mind. He talks his shit.
Yeah,
I mean, he could go across there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna mess up your ass in a heartbeat," and send it.
Right.
I mean, he's a good trash talker.
So James? What's going on with the wall? What's going on with that?
I think I'm building a wall in my backyard. I think. I don't know.
You don't know much about the Trump wall? Where we at on that?
I don't know. They still trying to get it. I don't know how he gonna work it, but I mean, how the hell you gonna tell me that the other people gonna pay for a damn wall?
Yeah, that's
like my damn neighbor said, "Hey, I'm gonna build a wall, but your ass gonna pay for it."
Yeah.
So.
And speaking of which, man, these walls and things like that. Going back to A$AP Rocky, what's been going on with A$AP Rocky? You guys been keeping up with that story?
Kinda, sorta. I know he's been in there now a little over 2 weeks.
Right at 2 weeks from now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Really, truly, when you send me that thing this morning, I thought you were talking about Rocky Balboa. Really, truly, I said, "Damn, they locked up Rocky."
No, man.
What the
no.
hell's going on?
So for everybody else that's
Who it was.
everybody else living under a rock from the hip hop industry, ASAP Rocky, he was actually arrested in Sweden. Apparently, he was involved with some type of altercation, and right now they're still in the investigations. So actually, Donald Trump actually tweeted out yesterday, and this is, and I quote, "Just had a very good call with Swedish PM, that's basically the Prime Minister Stefan Löfven, who assured me that American citizen ASAP Rocky will be treated fairly. Likewise, I assured him that ASAP was not a flight risk and offered to personally vouch for his bail or an alternative." So Donald Trump is actually being really, really constructive about trying to get him to come back to the United States. But these foreign prisons, man, like, what is it like, being in a foreign prison like that? How bad are they for him to actually reach out and tell them to really try to take care of him?
I have no idea. I haven't, I don't know anybody that was over there locked up, so.
So, I mean, the ASAP Rocky, was it like some type of like game type beat? Like, well, I mean, what happened? Like, was it just like fighting somebody, just one person, or what was the altercation like? I don't really understand. Like,
I was hoping you was gonna tell me.
Well, no, all I know is it was just more so an altercation, and they felt like he was involved with it. And I feel like because he's a figurehead, or more so for hip hop, I feel like they're trying to make
locked
an
him up
example.
more because he's a famous rapper over here.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make an example out of him.
The articles that I read was only saying like assault. They didn't go into detail of who the individuals were, or what actually happened. They just said it was like an assault.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. But I'm glad to see actually that Donald Trump is actually
Trying to
actually help him out, man. Because even that story a couple of years ago, Scott, I'm probably pretty sure you know about this. The Balls, the Alonzo Ball, his younger brothers, they were in China. I think they actually stole like some Louis Vuitton or what was it?
Yeah, the middle brother, Angelo Ball, he was over in China. The UCLA was playing ball over there, and he got caught. Him and one of his teammates got caught stealing out of Gucci, I think. And he locked them up over there in China.
Yeah, they did. Like, they don't be playing. How did they end up getting out of that, man? What happened? They just like leniency?
Nah, I think
Trump actually came in?
He,
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Trump be trying to come through when it's needed.
But I think it's something behind why he doing it too, though. He ain't just doing it because he like Angelo Ball.
You feel like it was ulterior motive?
I think he decent when it comes to certain things, like
Certain things like what?
as far as having his name in something that, like Kim Kardashian, she's been using him to help a lot of people get out too.
Yeah, out of prison. I seen that on news.
Well, hold on, y'all talk to me about that because I haven't been following that. What do you mean, James?
She was she was going around, like, one person was on trial for like 20 years. It was a man robbed somebody, he got shot, or he killed somebody, and Kim went in there and opened up the case back going open. And
How was she able to open up the case?
I don't have no idea.
She been like really sticking by Trump. The other little girl too, she helped get what's her name? The little girl who was kidnapped and for sex trafficking. She killed the person who was what's her name? It's something. It's a brown, right? Let me.
So while you're looking it up, just kind of tell me a little bit of the backstory about it.
Like she the little girl was young. She got kidnapped for sex with the sex trafficking thing.
So was she like
she was held
was she
hostage.
American citizen? Or?
She
Oh wow.
was held hostage, and I don't know. She got free, and she killed the person who.
She killed the person that actually kidnapped her.
Mm-hmm.
How'd she do that?
They locked her up for it.
Are you serious?
And
Yeah.
Kim stepped in, and
And she was, what's her name? Right, I knew it was a brown. Since
What was her name? Centoya Brown? Centoya? Is that the name of it? So let me ask you this then. How did she kill the culprit? How'd she kill him?
I don't have no idea. I just heard.
Wow.
she was given a life sentence for a murder she committed at 16.
Wow, that's crazy. It doesn't say how she actually killed him.
I'm trying to read quick without.
Holy cow. So it's to the point now where Kim Kardashian got enough pull in society that she can actually play the role of almost.
She's supposed to get out in August, and she'll remain on parole until 2029 from Kim's help.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, so she was convicted in 2006 for the killing of Johnny Allen, a 43-year-old man who had picked her up at a drive-through restaurant and taken her home. Brown was 16 at the time of the murder and contends she feared for her life. Advocates for Brown have argued that as a teen who was being sex trafficked, she should not have been tried as an adult and given a life sentence.
So they actually tried her as an adult.
Right.
How much faith do we have in our judicial system?
Thank you, Scott.
How much faith do we actually have in our judicial system to do the right thing?
None.
Like, they actually tried her as an adult. That's crazy. 16 years old. Man, that's
Just imagine you being held hostage
yeah.
and you get away and then they lock your ass up.
Because you killed the damn person that kidnapped you.
I'm just saying, like a 16-year-old girl, like how did she kill him? Like, did she sneak up with him like a gun or that's what I want to try to figure out. Yo, S-Class, look that up, man. See how she actually killed the guy. That's crazy. 16 years old.
Right.
That is crazy, man.
But yeah, so Trump he got his
His ups and downs.
yeah, he got his goods and flaws, but I don't fuck with him.
Well, who do you got?
It's weird.
Who do you guys think are going to be strong enough to compete with him for the 2020 campaign? Who do you have on the Democratic side?
I have no idea.
All right, so you got to pull it up here. All right, so let's see, and I'm probably butchering her name. Centoya Denise Mitchell is an American woman who was convicted of the murder robbery of John Michael Allen. Brown said that Allen paid her $150 to have sex with him, and that she feared for her life during the encounter, leading her to shoot him. Oh, so she actually shot him.
Wait a minute. Did that say he paid her?
Okay, so again, let me read it again. She's an American woman who was convicted of the murder and robbery of John Michael Allen. Brown said that Allen had paid her $150 to have sex with him, and that she feared for her life during the encounter, leading her to shoot him. So that's a little bit different than what you just read.
That's a little bit different than
This is actually coming from Wikipedia.
So
I guess the thing was that they tried to say that she was trying to rob him, but I guess that's where it get fuzzy, and where the conviction came for the whatever amount of time she got, because they look differently at murder and robbery.
So it's like you willingly went to get paid, but then you saying you fear for your life. So yeah, that to me that's a little edgy.
And see, now it don't sound
Right.
what's the word I'm looking for? That Kim Kardashian. It doesn't sound really like it was a big deal because, like it says, blurry lines.
Right. I don't know. That to me is new. I thought she was kidnapped and was held for a while. That made it seem like that happened in one night.
I mean, yeah, it actually does. But I mean, how can we really trust Wikipedia? Anybody can just kind of go in there and just
And
update,
say
though, right?
something, right.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm gonna look into that though. It's a what? It's a what?
Documentary, Me Facing Life. I guess it's a story of her life, or the
Me Facing Life. Centoria. Well, I'm not sure if I'm saying this girl's name right. But yeah, I'm gonna check out this Kim Kardashian. Like, I didn't know that she was
The other guy,
she was doing moves like that.
it was another person that got out. I think he was like,
That Kim Kardashian helped.
he was charged for drugs or something, and she helped get him out.
Right. So she's becoming like this some type of advocate for prisoners and felons and things like that. That's pretty cool. Rather than just making booty shots and taking pictures of butt,
She
man,
found
to
out
actually
people get out
help
of jail.
people out. Like, I commend her on that. I really do. That's just yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy, 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 crazy. So hopefully ASAP Rocky, he got one more weekend. He'll be good to go then, right?
I hope so. I hope he get out before then.
What's do you rock with ASAP Rocky with music?
I like his music. I haven't really listened to nothing lately, but I like his music.
What he got any albums coming out or anything? Was he working on anything before all this stuff took place?
I don't know, cause I've been like in the Nipsey fade for a little while.
You still rocking Nipsey still.
I just been on his music heavy.
What you been listening to lately? Because you love Nipsey, man. So I always give you time to kind of vent because you love that dude.
Everything. I don't know. I just stay on. I pay for Tidal, and I listen to Pandora because I just let Nipsey station play.
How much is Tidal subscription?
$10 to $20.
Why do you choose Tidal over some of the other subscriptions?
Did you hear me? I paid Tidal, but I listened to Pandora.
Okay, so you paid Tidal and you listen to Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch that?
Yeah. So I mean, she's paying for something she don't listen to every month.
I listen to it, but
Well, what sense does that? Why are you paying for it?
No.
Why are you just throwing away $10 for Tidal? You know what? I'm surprised that the Tidal's still going on. I thought they were going to flop.
Tidal was kind of steep. Like $20 is a bit much.
What do they offer that some of these other subscription services don't have? Is it something special?
Just when the music drop, they be like one of the first.
They're the first ones
like,
on it?
Yeah, they got like the behind the scenes and documentaries and videos that they,
That's on like the Tidal app.
What was it they did recently? They be having like different concerts and stuff up there too. So it's like, it's kind of sort of worth the money, but it's not worth the money. It's like you pay $20 a month if you want.
That's a lot of money for a subscription. Like,
It is.
Like seriously, that's a lot. Like that's killing even like Netflix. I think like their highest thing is like $12-13 now.
Like $14.99.
$14.99. That's like high definition 4K videos or something like that.
This is why I love T-Mobile, because I don't pay for my Netflix no more. T-Mobile pays that.
T-Mobile hooking like the customers up with free Netflix for how long?
Till you end your service.
Oh, so you can stay with them 3-4 years, and they'll look out for like your
I've been with
Netflix.
T-Mobile 2 years, and I haven't paid Netflix in a long time.
That's crazy. So they give y'all like a special code to put in or something like that, or like you just watch it from like just the T-Mobile phone.
Netflix, you can watch it everywhere.
So I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So how do they let you know that it's actually free? You put in like a special. That's what I'm asking. Like, how are you actually able to watch it for free?
Subscribe, I don't know how they did that, but when I had to call Netflix and let them know that I was under T-Mobile.
So if I call Netflix,
So
I'm
they
like,
could
listen,
stop taking my payments
I'm
out.
with T-Mobile. So that's basically how you describe that. I'm with T-Mobile.
I'm pretty
Y'all
sure
need to
you
hook
gotta
me up.
Give them your account number and stuff.
Your T-Mobile account number, something like
Show
that.
proof that you with T-Mobile.
Okay, all right.
Is that the case? I'm getting ready to call Netflix right now if I'm with T-Mobile.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how easy she was making it. I'm like, okay.
I love T-Mobile, and everybody complains about their service, but I gotta give them
Because
a
it
shout
sucked.
out.
They suck.
I gotta give them a shout. I don't care. My phone could cut off because people don't be talking about nothing anyway. Drop the call, but they give you free stuff on Tuesdays. They got
What type of free stuff? What are you talking about? Be specific. Like what?
Umbrellas, free movie ticket.
Kitty Tuesday.
You get any kind of T-Mobile merch, T-shirts. You is a mess. T-shirts, wallets. They give out free stuff every Tuesday. Spatulas,
Wow.
everything.
Why they going big on Tuesday?
Yep, T-Mobile Tuesdays. I love T-Mobile.
Taco Tuesday.
Well, I
They
mean,
give you tacos.
they gotta.
Wow, you can't beat free tacos.
They gotta make up for like the bad service they got. So I guess you know what I'm saying. They gotta do something to keep
Their
it on.
service is not bad. They
No,
service
it's
is bad
it's horrific.
here.
Here in like the Eastern North Carolina area, right? In
But it's getting better.
I don't know, man. Verizon pretty much. I would probably stick with Verizon.
Before
How much is your T-Mobile bill? How much you paying a month for T-Mobile?
For 4 lines.
4 lines. Why do you have 4 lines?
My son got a phone. I got a secret phone. And
Wow.
and then I
See, I ain't
got
even got that number. And I thought we were cool. I ain't even got
you
you.
do got that number.
That's a secret number.
And then I got the watch phone, the Gear Watch phone.
The gear? So it's actually its own separate line too. So how much you paying?
I think it's like one something, but then I added like some merchandise up there too. So my bill is $200.
$200 for a cell phone bill. That's crazy. James, how much you paying for your cell phone bill?
I don't pay for mine. My girl pay for mine.
Well, how much is she paying for
I think she told me was $250.
Why are y'all paying so much for a phone
And
bill?
who you with?
U.S. Cellular.
Fuck them. I hate them.
Yep.
$200 for a cell phone bill. That doesn't seem outrageous to y'all. If y'all not to be talking on the phone that much, like that don't seem outrageous to y'all to pay $200 a month for a cell phone bill.
No. For me, yeah, because my phone be dry. But in all honesty, if I wouldn't have added like the little speaker and the little wireless charger thing, my bill would be low. Honestly. Because the Gear Watch, I don't pay for that.
Like that's unheard of, man. And my viewers, they know me. Like they know I haven't paid for a cell phone bill, and like
What you pay?
I don't pay anything.
At all?
I don't pay anything at all. Straight Wi-Fi for the last 4 years.
Holy shit.
Every once in a while, I might go get like a prepaid. If I'm traveling or something like that, I'll throw like $30 on like a prepaid card and keep it rocking. But everybody know me. Like you can look up my records but no.
That's
A cell phone bill in like 2014.
I think by the beginning of next year, I'm going to go back to a flip phone. I'm tired of like social media.
You be wearing it out, Red. Like, I be watching your memes, man.
I only post me.
I be watching your memes. Yeah, I see why you probably, you know what I'm saying, you wearing yourself out, man. You be killing those memes.
That's all I do, but it's not even that. I'm just tired of social media. It's too many philosophers, not enough PhDs.
Too many
much dramas, and
You do social media, James?
Not really.
You don't really do it too much. I see you liking and peeping all the people inbox and stuff like that.
Like titties and ass. I seen that a while ago.
Yeah. You love that.
Like somebody swamped inside, but love.
Love it.
People don't even know me. Love.
Right.
They say, who the hell is this man? Love.
So, Red, why is your phone dry, man? What's going on with that? Like, you haven't been interacting with people these last couple of months?
Yeah, but it's still dry.
I don't understand how it
talk
can.
to somebody on the phone all night.
See, you old school, man.
Yeah.
Nobody want to talk on the phone like
I do.
these, especially the little young boys, man. They do the texting just to make sure that they can actually meet up. But I don't really know anybody that just still wants to talk on the phone.
That what you doing me to death is annoying. Like
Doing what to death?
what you doing? WYD.
Why? WYD. I be killing that. I'll make sure I remember not to get that to you anymore.
What you doing?
Yeah.
Where you at? WYA. Like
Yeah, man, but
Wow.
Nobody don't really want no man.
nobody don't call no more. I want to go back to a flip phone.
Society is so backwards, though. I look at it as being really backwards. You would think that by hearing somebody's voice over communication when you're not in the same room, you think you would be fascinated by that to want to do that more. But yet, a simple text message is just what people crave. Like, that's so backwards to me.
I don't like text because written text. If you're not putting the proper grammatical, punctuation marks and stuff, and it's easily to misinterpret.
Your grammatical sheriff, when you be reading text messages.
Sometimes I text somebody and they be like, "You mad?" or "Why you yelling?" Or,
Oh yeah, where you at? No. Oh what? You got an attitude for it?
yeah.
Oh, you mean like the misinterpretation of like?
When they read it, it's like you reading it.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that you put everything in all caps. That means you yelling, you
But
fussing.
not all the time. What if my caps was stuck? Or I forgot to take it off?
You just gotta kind of let that transfer the message to them or give them a phone call at that point. That's what you have to do.
I'm just going back to a flip phone.
Flip phone? No, actually, I got one. If I had somebody run in, that's the one I was telling you about. I put like $20 on. It's called Track Phone. TRACPHON. And they expensive. Like you put $20, they only give you like 60 minutes.
60?
Only
I
give you
can't do nothing
60
with that.
minutes, man. And But yeah, that's why whenever I go travel and things like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'll pull it out. I feel a little ashamed sometimes. It gets to me a little bit. Okay, like this guy got podcasts and he actually using a flip phone.
So,
but that's just me. I'm just cheap, man.
what if I go back to the pager days? Like you gotta
how
page
tight
me
would
and
that
I'll
be?
Go to somebody's phone and call you.
Yo, I was listening to a fabulous joint the other day, man. He was talking about his two-way pager. Like, it just brought back.
I got 2 pages that I was using just last year.
Say word, Ray.
Direct page. I was using.
Who actually sell pages these days other than like companies that work with doctors?
Page.
Do doctors still use pages?
Yes.
I don't know.
They actually still use pages?
Yes.
Wow. But like 2 ways or like the tradition?
The big box. But they
Wow.
sell them on direct page. You could go on direct page and get you a 2-way.
For how much?
Go look.
Yo, 2-way. They still got 2-way pages.
Cause I ain't been up there in about a year and a half. I ain't paid my pager bill in about a year and a half.
That's crazy, man. They got pages. Like pages still
I
going on.
literally had one and I was using it. But I was using it for
But you were using it for emergency
Hustle
purposes, though, right?
purpose.
Oh,
No.
hustle.
and
You was getting your little hustle on with your
a little.
That's what's up, man. But I just pages, man.
I want to go back to that.
How much is
bring that back.
like a pager bill, roughly?
$13.
Oh, that's cheap.
I'd rather have that. Like you page me and I'll call you.
A flip phone and a pager,
And a
like
pager.
that's probably might be like the best way to get, especially cost efficient, man. You come in like $200 completely.
Facts.
That's
So,
crazy,
From $200 to $13.
man. That might be a good move for you, man, especially like financially. You know
And
what
then
I
I
mean?
want to, being that I am a little low key, but I want to get like real low key.
Trying to hide from somebody.
No, I just want to do the podcast with you, work on my little stuff I'm working on, and this mixtape thing.
So how's like the mixtape coming, real? Like
I've been writing, which I normally don't write, but I've been writing. I just haven't had, I talked to a couple of people, where I want to try to record a couple songs.
Right.
But I haven't really put too
When do you have time to write these days, man? All you got going on.
When I'm home, I write while I'm looking on Facebook.
You going back to school in August?
Mm-hmm.
What you taking up in August?
Childcare.
So you going to childcare?
Only because
Why childcare?
only for the substitute. Like, in order for me to get my own class, I have to take a few more classes.
So how many credit hours are we talking about?
I don't even know. I have to, because now I got to transfer credits. Some stuff probably ain't going to go.
How much have they told you is probably coming? Have you checked already?
I ain't finish all my paperwork and stuff. I've been working, so.
All right, so you got advanced auto. You're gonna have classes. You're gonna be
And
substitute
sub.
teaching.
But I'm a long-term sub, so my hours at advanced will go back to closing instead of closing and opening.
So, like, in all honesty, like, when are you really gonna have time to work on music? Like, seriously, like, serious music. When are you gonna have time?
I'm a sub.
What do you mean?
You talking about recording-wise?
Yeah, recording
I'm off
rounds.
on the weekends. School ain't open on the weekends.
Okay, so you're not gonna be working at advanced auto on weekends.
Nah.
You already got that. It's already set in stone. They're not gonna have you working on weekends.
5 to 9. That's it.
Okay, you might have a little bit of time. How many songs have you came out with so far this year?
Do 8. I want to do it's 7 and a bonus.
7 and a bonus track. Is that the standard LP these days? Like, what's the standard LP for like the amount of songs you need to have on there? I know it's not really a set amount, but what's like the average?
For who?
Well, it's just any independent artist.
I don't know.
Why just 8?
7. For
7.
The bonus.
Why just like lucky
7 is just a lucky
number? Or 7 is like the perfect.
3 is my number. I love 3. The Trinity.
The Trinity.
But
So I would guess because 7 is like a holy, what is it like the holy number or something like that in like Christianity? Is that how that's considered? Okay, so 7 then the bonus track. Is that like gonna make you unlucky though when you put the like the bonus track up there?
no, because the bonus ain't gonna just be me. I want like a couple of artists on that one.
When are you gonna like You know you're gonna spit, man. You know this is basically a music podcast, right? So I know like our viewers, they've been listening to you for months. We always been talking about like rhyming, and I never put you on here to do a rhyme. So at some point, I'm not gonna hit you now, but you do know that's coming, right?
I'm ready.
Do you write? Or everything come from talking to Dawn with you?
I write when I want it to make sense, but I can rap just off the top. But if I want it to make sense, so I'm trying to convey a message, I try to write it.
What females are you listening to right now at this point? Like female rappers right now, other than like the mainstream artists. You been catching on to anybody new? Any independent females?
Not really. I ain't really. I mean,
have you been scoping the independent scene, or you just been with all commercial music?
No, I ain't.
Other than Nipsey, I know you've been killing Nipsey. Like
that's it. Like I ain't really been focusing on nobody's music. I really just been focusing on my own. I mean, I listen to the music if it's playing, but I don't just go to somebody's music and listen to it. I'm really on Nipsey heavy.
Nipsey heavy. You sing too, Rhea? Do you sing?
I can. I got a little melody, but I ain't no Fantasia. I ain't gonna bring the house down.
Yo, what is that? Like, what's that video with Fantasia? Like, she got her shoes off. It's like some video I've been seeing on like social media. I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know if it's like a meme or whatever, but she just like take her shoes off and she's going there. I don't know if like the meme, like if you don't do it like she doing it, you ain't doing it like you're supposed to. I mean, she be killing it.
She do.
What Fantasia been up to, man? Like, what's going on with her? I haven't heard anything from her. Like, is she done with music?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe she's like more into church now.
She is? Is she like a minister type church thing you talking about?
No, like as far as what she be singing, because I haven't heard any songs from her since what's that? Lose Again, Win Again, or something like that.
How long ago has that been? Like it's been like a couple of years, right?
That's the last song I heard of, like on the radio.
Is she back here in like North Carolina, or did she like relocate somewhere else? Cause she's from North Carolina, like High Point somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's actually from North Carolina.
I know she's from here, but I don't know if she reside here still.
Yeah.
Have you heard Chris Brown's new album?
No.
Well, some of the songs off his latest album.
Is it fire? What are some of the songs on that you like?
No Guidance. It was another one I heard the other day. I didn't catch the name of it, but so far.
What is he singing about? Like in this album, is it more so?
Chris Brown.
Some good stuff, like something like a guy can listen to and just vibe with it. Cool. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check that out later this week. That's something I'm gonna definitely check out. Cool. So all right. So I got Chris Brown. Let me just make a mental note of that. All right. Coming to America. This is what I want to talk about like all weekend. Coming to America 2 will be released December 18th, 2020.
Why so long?
It's taking a long time.
God, please let me live.
It's taking a long time, but this is actually going to be the sequel to 1988, Coming to America.
I love that movie.
You like Coming to America?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, man. So we got
What's your favorite scene?
Oh God, which one's not? I like when the father came to look for Julius, his son.
Akeem.
Yeah, Akeem, and then find out that they had mixed Studio Hall. The girl, when he the father
Simeon.
Nick Dial finally set the daughter back up,
yeah.
and he kept coming with the Jerry curl at the door with the flower. That he already found out that Eddie Murphy was the prince.
I swear it's so funny hearing
Dottie,
you talk about
I
that.
told you, Dottie, get it.
So going back to reprising the roles, we got Eddie Murphy. He'll be reprising the role of Akeem. We got Cherie Headley, which is a beautiful, beautiful lady. She's actually going to be going back as Lisa McDowell. Just 2 days ago, Arsenio Hall agreed to play Simi. They got this new guy. I'm not for sure if he's actually going to be
The son.
son. Yeah, because basically, see, Akeem, he actually learns that he has a long-lost son in the United States. And he's basically going to return him to Zamunda to basically take over the throne, I guess, when Eddie Murphy dies. Jermaine Fowler, I'm not for sure. I haven't really seen him in too much. And then we also got James Earl Jones, as James just stated. He's basically going to reprise the role as
Jaffe
Jafar.
Did he pass away? So did he do Lion King 2 as well?
Yeah. Did y'all catch The Lion King this weekend?
Not yet.
I watched it actually right here in the studio, man.
Oh, and you ain't invite me?
I saw a bootleg copy.
What's that?
Man.
I should sit here and watch it.
It's basically the same exact movie. They really didn't cut away too much from the original movie, except they just put it look like everything in CGI, basically. But yeah, it's actually it's pretty good movie. They didn't fluctuate and step away from it too far, and did pretty good. Almost sound like Beyonce.
She's in that. I was trying to go see it, but my son stuck on a Fortnite. Mom, not.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can watch it on like the Fire Stick. That's what I've been watching on.
So, what the storyline behind Coming to America 2?
Basically, Akeem finds out he actually has a long lost son in the United States. And that's what I'm trying to think, like, who was his love interest prior to Lisa McDowell that he was messing with?
When he's sowing his oats before he met Lisa, he had a baby.
But no, Simi. That's what Simi told him to do, and he was like, "Nah, he wasn't
going
going
to spur your royal oaks."
And you know what? What's my man name? My man from Good Times. He passed away, so he won't be reprising the role. Didn't he pass away? Right?
Who?
The guy from Good Times, James.
Oh, JJ?
Oh, James from Good Times, the dad.
Oh, the older guy.
Oh,
Yeah, the
he
one.
passed away?
Didn't he
I
pass away?
don't think he passed
No.
away.
Wait, hold on, y'all look that up,
My
man.
phone.
I could have sworn this dude died,
He's
man.
not dead. What's his name? I forgot his name.
James Avery.
Oh,
No.
No.
That's Will Smith's. That's
Yeah, that's the boss.
that's Uncle Phil, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Phil.
So what's his name,
what's
man?
his name? I forgot his name.
I could have sworn he passed away, man. That's
What the hell
crazy.
is his name? I like him too as an actor
So I'm thinking, like, why didn't they put
because
him
he
back?
played in
I thought he was gonna be in it.
Players Club too.
He was in Players Club.
Mhm.
What did he do in Players Club? I'm always so stuck on like Bernie Mac's
Remember
character.
when he at the end when he was locking the girls up and he was like, "You better stick your nose out of this business."
As good as I like that movie, I don't even remember that, Ty.
He was like, "They going down for a rape charge."
Oh, he was on the police officers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's coming back to me now. It was just a small role. So what you come up with, James? You find out if he's
You said James Earl Jones? That's the older Jones.
yeah.
That's the daddy of
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that had like the rip off McDonald's, like
McDowell.
McDowell's, right?
McDowell.
Damn, I can't think of his name.
It is. They ain't bring it up here. I hope he ain't dead.
All right, by the time James, I'm gonna go ahead and look for it myself. But I don't know, man. For some reason, I assume this dude had passed away, man. I'm not for sure who I'm thinking about.
What is his name?
I don't know. I'm about to pull it up since James taking so long.
My USA is so damn slow.
Type in McDowell. What's his name?
No, I'm just about to put in put in Good Times. Good Times.
There we go. It's John.
John Amos.
Little.
Yeah, John Amos.
So he's not dead. So is he in? He's in the sequel.
They don't say yet.
He gotta be.
I'm thinking like, why they gotta
No,
put
he's
him
not
into the
dead. He's
sequel.
still living.
How old is he?
Gotta be at least 79.
Yeah, I think 78.
Oh wow,
So he's still living.
it's cool, man. So, but yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to Coming to America. I think Eddie Murphy is actually working on a special with Netflix, man, worth like some crazy money right now. Like they about to pay him like so much money right now to do a Netflix special, a comedy special.
I love Eddie. I hope that the sequel, usually when you make a sequel it'd be trash. But
Yeah.
I hope the sequel be better than the first one.
So you gotta make it better than number one
Yeah.
because
And speaking of trash, I got the hookup too. Oh my!
Was it trash?
Oh my God, it was so terrible.
I didn't even see that.
Master,
When it came out?
Master P, I love you, man, but I got the hookup is trash. Like I was watching on Fire Stick too, man.
His mom.
Oh my God, that movie was
I like
horrific.
the hookup, but I think
I got the hookup was a
best-
classic though. Back in the
his
day,
best movie was the low budget Bad About It.
I never seen that. What was that about?
That was good. It was about him and his hood, him and his brothers in them. You gotta see that. It's a low budget film, but it's like one of the.
So was like the early 2000s when he came out with that?
Probably like 90s.
The 90s? Is that before I got the hookup?
Mm-hmm.
I got the hookup was like what 1998? Is that when that came out? I don't even remember.
It was
exactly.
before I got the hookup, like a little bit before.
Yeah, I never even caught wind of that, but yeah, that's something I'm gonna definitely check out.
That's like Jay-Z Streets is watching the movie.
Streets is watching.
You ever seen the movie?
I don't think I ever seen the movie Streets is watching. I don't think so. I don't think I never seen that.
Well, you gotta look both of those up.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna definitely check that out. Arsenio Hall. What happened with this show? They cancel the new show because I think he was running from. You remember they rebranded his Arsenio Hall show.
Arsenio Hall show.
Is it still going on?
I think they canceled it for some reason. I don't know what's going on with him, but like you said, he's announced that he's gonna be in Coming to America too.
Is he on any TV shows or anything? I haven't really seen Arsenio.
I ain't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him. I seen him maybe do like one guest episode on it's this ABC special, man. The young black African American on ABC. He actually plays a role of like a mayor. He actually becomes a mayor at like 18 years old, like a hip hop mayor or something like that. Arsenio Hall played like I think it was like a what do you call it? The people that direct the choir. I think it was like a choir director or something like that. This was just like last year. Yeah.
I don't watch TV.
You don't watch much TV?
I don't watch TV at all.
Just mainly just music. Just bumping music mainly.
When I was little, I used to love watching TV, but now like it got older, it's kind of like thin out. I don't know
It's
what
too
it
much
is.
reality going on.
Reality TV's taking over
I can't
everything,
get
right?
with it, like Love and Hip Hop in the beginning.
It was so addictive in the beginning, man. But it's just like now it's just repetitive.
Too
Fuss,
much.
fight, kill, punch. Fuss, fight, threatening to kill, punch. It's just like females. It's like the same thing. There's nothing really different about it. But I would probably ask you, James, do you feel like a TV is really even needed? Like
Right now it do, because I'm sitting here
you still watching strippers, man? Like what's on the
I
TV?
wish it was.
What are you
He
watching?
watching it.
Yeah, but that girl was up there dancing, her boobs was bouncing. I was sitting there watching them. Then you put me on the mark.
I ain't nothing like you.
I bet.
And that was another scene of Coming to America I like, when the girl come out the damn water and she said, "Now the royal penis is now clean, your highness." Now that was a good part of the movie too.
Yo, I gotta go back and watch that.
She said the royal penis is clean, your highness.
That was really good.
And that was a
He
sexy
looks
ass
so-
black woman in the world.
That was the girl from Jamie Foxx show.
What
Oh,
girl?
it was.
What girl? No, hold on. Which girl are you talking about?
What's her name? Fancy. That was her. She was in there. She was in.
She was like one of the flower girls and stuff back in that movie, right? Yeah, she was like one of like the
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought I remember her from
She'd
somewhere.
come out of my shower anytime and said, "The Oak City penis is now clean, your highness."
Oh, and what about the girl that was bouncing up and like he tell her like bark like a dog?
Bark like a dog.
Yeah, what's
That
my
was
girl name?
Vanessa, what's her name? Vanessa Bell Calloway.
Yeah, it's like she was so young back then, man.
You gotta think about it was made in 1980 something.
Yeah, man, time be
I
flying.
was
Like 1988.
8 years old when that came out.
Me and my homegirl was just playing out those skits over the phone the other night.
So you excited about it then,
I
right?
love Coming to America.
So
that's what I'm saying.
hopefully it won't let us down.
Right.
Hopefully it won't let
Why
us
they
down.
taking so long? They've been working on this for a while.
It'd be like another movie I'm waiting so long to see. What's the name? Friday.
right.
I'm ready for I'm ready for the next one to come out.
All right, so what's going on with that at this point? Has
Somebody said Ice Cube is
the
doing
last
it.
Friday.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the last Friday.
But what were you about to say about Ice Cube though?
They said he's filming it. He's got it going, but
they already start filming. Are you?
I just saw it on news this here and there, but you know how news are, they lie. They saw Ice Cube filming something, and hits got out that it will be another Friday.
Oh, okay, because I thought he was waiting on the check from New Line Cinema before he could actually get started. I thought that was the last thing I think I heard.
I ain't ready for it. I love Fridays movies.
Yeah, all of those was good. And nothing
So I
topped
assume
the
he,
first one,
I assume he gonna put Kevin Hart in that last one, isn't he?
Oh no. They say his son was supposed to be in it.
What about my man Cat? Is Cat gonna be back in there?
I don't know, but I think they said they was gonna try to get Chris Tucker and Day both to play.
Oh man, Smokey.
See that's gonna be a classic if they get both of them. They actually do some good writing. Like that'll be dope. I didn't think Chris Tucker wanted to be in it though. I think he always pushed back a little bit every time they asked him if he wants to be a part of it. He just pushed back.
He just distanced himself once he did like the rush hours.
Yeah, they said that Chris Tucker had a lot of madness about the way I read it and heard from Ice Cube was it was a low budget film when it first came out the first Friday.
So what you saying? They saying they can't afford Chris Tucker these days?
They couldn't afford him, or some like what's the father name?
Witherspoon.
Yeah,
John Witherspoon, my
he
man.
said he got paid like $5,000 to play that role, the whole movie.
Yeah,
And Chris got paid that much, and they said that Ice Cube got most of the money
profits
out of it because he produced it and wrote it and all that stuff, and Chris got mad about it that he should go ahead and knock him off some of that change. But Ice Cube,
But no, that was just basic business right there. You can't get mad at
exactly.
him
You
about
can't
that.
go back like John said. You can't go back and say if I agree for $5,000, I made $20,000 off the movie. I mean, I can't go back. I already made you a deal.
Right, exactly. Same thing with the crackhead that was in the
Is he Ezel?
yeah, because
AJ, what's his name? AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson.
But we can sell out the court for $5,000.
Yeah, he's actually
Or
on. I got to hook up to it. He actually does pretty good, but he's getting a little bit older now. But yeah, same thing with him. Ice Cube wrote him out because of what's my man name from the Onyx?
Fredro? Or,
Not Fredro.
No, Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers. Yeah, Sticky Fingers told him that he would do it for much cheaper, and they actually wrote him out and actually put Sticky Fingers into what was it, next Friday?
But
The
he
second
didn't
one?
even have good parts, so
Yeah, but I mean he did it cheap, and he got his name out there. So
I didn't like that one. That Friday
like Next
was
Friday?
okay.
you like the introduction of Day Day being in the franchise?
Day Day was funny, but it wasn't like
Like Smokey.
it was like the plot of it with
Storyline with
yeah.
like the Latinos and
Yeah.
the neighbors.
I didn't like
Hey, let's say no more locked doors.
But they
no
had a
more locked doors.
they had a subplot too though with Debo.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was corny. It wasn't like Friday.
It wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't a classic basically. And what was,
But the one with Money Mike was now that one.
that was pretty good.
Talk about Christmas one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one with
Friday
Ricky
Nick.
Smiley. Yeah, all of them. Though
Yeah.
that one was better than the second one. To me.
That was
Pimp down 11:30.
that was pretty cool. Has Ice Cube come out with anything else?
Other than Are We There Yet?
Yeah, it is like I can't think of anything else he's been in like within the last year or two, unless he's been doing something independently. But I haven't seen really any Ice Cube movies in the last 2, 3 years, I believe. Really.
But I know he was talking. Well, they had talks of him buying a couple of trying to buy a TV station or something like
He
that.
might, because he's doing really good now with the Big Three basketball. I mean, he's doing really, really good with that.
And that's another thing. I love to see, the Black Americans. They putting their money where they're gonna invest in more. I mean, they ain't like they're throwing the money out the door. Look at Jay-Z. Look at all the other like Jordan and stuff. They investing and showing, hey, you can make something out of your life. Don't matter what color, race you are. You can make it in this world.
Preach it, man. Keep going. Keep going.
I mean, I'm loving it. Like I said, Ice Cube. I mean, like Jay-Z said before. Like I saw it on TV when the man was trying to knock him down because he used to be a drug dealer, and Jay-Z said that was in the past. This is now, and the man kept on pushing it back. He was a drug dealer in the past. To me, that was a bunch of bullshit. I mean, why this man? He's making a name for himself. He's investing in all this good stuff, but you're gonna try to put the shit in the past on him. I mean, the man had changed his life around and looking for the good in life. I mean, don't push him down because he damn doing good.
That's how they do, though.
And like I said, I'm glad. I like all my black movies. I like the old ones like Malcolm X and all them. I love to sit down and watch that movie over and over. I mean, like
what you know about Malcolm X, James?
Just the movie. I mean,
At least you.
back in the
I'm
past.
messing. I get what
It
you're
was
coming
messed
from.
up that a black man killed Malcolm X. I mean, at the end of the movie, it pissed me off so bad. I said, damn, this brother was out here helping you, trying to make a difference in life, and you going to stab him in the back and kill the man.
But that's how they do. That's how
Exactly.
they did Nipsey. They used. I don't even want to get.
No. Let's get into it. What were you gonna say?
They used a black person to kill him.
All right, so you don't think it was just him of jealousy? You felt like it's still somebody.
No.
You're still going with that conspiracy.
I'm going with that. I'm going with that. There's no way. All these years now, why? Why now?
I mean, jealousy.
No.
So you haven't talked to any of your female friends that y'all just been mad
Let me
cool.
tell you something, and I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for this, or what's his name? Brother Islam.
Brother Ben?
It's like Rizza Islam or something like that.
Well, anyway, continue what you were saying, because
I haven't even seen any videos of him on Facebook anymore. But when Nipsey died, he had a live up. And in the live, he was saying it was a hit. It was an assassination. And he was like, he didn't want none of the gangs to retaliate because they gonna put out there. He was like, and if you watching this, record it. If you know how to record the screen, record it, because it's not gonna be up long. And it wasn't. Well, I saved the video and watched the video over and over and over and over and over again. It was not there no more. He was like, they gonna try to make you think a gang member did this. Do not go out and retaliate.
No, this was
the day Nipsey died.
The same day.
The very same day Nipsey died. He was like, do not go out and retaliate. They gonna make y'all think a black person did this and it was gang affiliated. Do not go by what they saying. He was like, he talked to the family and he talked to a couple of people that was there. Next thing you know, all these videos start coming out. But even when you look at the videos, it's glitchy. It's not.
What do you mean? You feel like it's been altered?
It's a shadow effect.
So you feel like it was altered?
You see the shadows in the mirrors of the store.
Oh wow!
Look at I've been on this since the very first day. When I went back and looked at his live, that wasn't there. It was nothing where he said they gonna make y'all think blah blah blah. None of that was there. The only thing that was there was they gonna make y'all think this is gang affiliated. That was the only thing there. You
need to find out the name of who you're talking about.
I'm telling you, his name is Rizza Islam or something like that. It's a
this was
Muslim dude.
This was like your Facebook live feed. You saw this one?
He don't even make videos no more. Or I don't see nothing of him on my timeline no more.
I mean, is he on social media at all anywhere?
I haven't checked, pages or nothing, but
So you didn't get a chance to snag the video?
I saved the video, but the video is when that part comes up, it's not there. It's like it jumped and then it goes to.
And this was the day of the murder.
The very same day. Look, I got chills talking about because even when Nipsey's mother was speaking and people were saying she was crazy, she basically let you know it was an assassination.
She actually got interviews out saying that
when she did the BET Awards, she was like, when my son was assassinated, and then she went into the story. I only think she went into the story so that.
Yeah, cause why would she say assassinated if she knows if it was murder?
If it was jealousy, if it was murder.
Yeah, cause if that's so, she be up there saying when my son was murdered.
And so she actually used the term assassination.
Right. Well, even when she keeps saying, oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Oh, because of what, you know what I'm saying?
What type of gun was used to kill Nixon? You know what type of gun it was?
I don't know. I really don't know right this moment.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's something to think about, Ty.
Like, that's one thing I just hate. I hate seeing all this killing over nonsense stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it going on. It's a lot of it going on. Speaking of which, man, when's the last time you purchased your last gun?
Oh, shit, you put me on the spot now. Let's see.
Let me come get one.
Let's see what the last one you saw.
The last one I saw?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the 12 gauge. Was that the last one? I think that's the last one I actually went to your house in. It's the last one.
You saw the 44 Magnum I got, right?
Yeah,
a big boy, and
but I thought you bought a 12 gauge after like the 44
no,
Magnum.
I got a sawed off, legal, a 12 gauge sub pump. I got about 2 of those. Altogether, I got about 15, 20 guns. So, if you come to my house, you're gonna have a rude awakening.
The right to bear arms. Ty, you got a gun?
I got one.
You got one? You got you got a Peggy Sue that you keep in your shoe?
No, I ain't got nothing small. I got something big.
Oh, word. Say word, Ty. What you working with?
I got a rifle, S10.
You got an S10? Seriously?
Seriously.
Do you ever go to the gun range? Where?
Yeah, I had this lady was teaching me, but I ain't seen her in a while. She used to take me in the cut where like they be, training the new
Ty. Oh man.
Yeah, we got a damn RoboCop in there.
We got a RoboCop, right? I'm so fascinated by that. That's what's up. But I mean, Ty, you single female man, you know what I'm saying, gotta protect yourself.
Yeah, but I keep my gun locked up because of my son. Like I don't even. It probably
is he like
be
that
cleaned and
that new gun commercial where the little boy be like, Dad, do we have a gun in the house? No, it's like some type of new gun like commercial that be coming out. I see it almost every single day, and he has his dad. And it's talking about like gun control. So I mean, how do you hide it from your son?
I lock it up. It's locked up. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's what's up, man. Do you carry mace and you carry mace too? So you going out a night on town? You got like mace and
A bat, a knife.
So you from Brooklyn? I would assume you got like a box cutter, but y'all don't carry box cutters no more.
I don't carry a box cutter, but I carry a knife.
What do you mean, like a?
It's a Smith & Wesson.
Oh man,
Damn, the Smith and Wesson.
you know how to use it?
What?
I'm just checking. Some females will have it in their pocket, but I mean, they have no clue how to use these weapons.
No, I ain't scared to use it. I just don't want to use it. My freedom is everything to me. I can't but I don't even want to sit in the room with them motherfuckers. So I be trying to avoid.
So if a dude grab you, what's the first thing that you do? Do you go for like the mace, or you just kind of yank away? Like, what's your prevention method? Like, no, you tell me. Like, what do you like? He grab your arm and he like, you know what I'm saying?
I can't say.
Oh, you can't say.
Not to that right moment.
Because I could say what I would want to do, but
During that moment, you don't know what
the
hell you would do.
It's kind of like you just kind of freeze up a little bit.
Yeah, the last time I went through my little incident, I had all of that on me. Normally, I'd never carry it with me, but I had it on me and I won't even think about it.
And see, that was your instinct right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, you actually brought it with you at that time. But you, like you say, you just froze up.
I didn't use it. It was more so like.
Is that just like a female type thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? You just.
I don't know. I think, your gut reaction is to protect yourself, but you don't know. You don't know. You never know. You don't know how that person's strength is. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it catches you more so off guard than anything else.
And people be like, what's mace gonna do? It's gonna slow that motherfucker down long enough for me to either
James,
get away.
you ever been hit by mace?
No, but I have seen it in action, and people say you can't breathe because when you spray it, it get all in your damn eyes. It goes down your lungs and stuff. It chokes the hell out of you.
What type of mace spray can you have? Is it one that just kind of shoot like a...
It got the UV dye in it. So if...
What's the UV dye? What's that?
Like if I spray somebody and then I go tell the cops I sprayed the person that attacked
They can track
me,
it.
they gonna track who it was.
I mean, they can shine a light on your face and see the mace.
So it has like a certain type of fluorescent color to
Yeah.
it? Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they had got that advanced. That's crazy.
So even with that, they tell you gotta be careful how you spray it, because even if I spray it, I could spray myself. Even though it has the direct, if I spray it strong enough, it can come back into my face.
How far does it shoot out like mace?
I
think that's pretty far. I mean, from here to here, I mean, you can shoot it.
Yeah.
And like you said, the vapor from the odor and stuff would get in your face, and it just chokes you.
Oh, man.
It's on my keychain, so
Maybe one episode we need to try it out on you one time and see how it is.
I'll have some milk on hand. I mean, milk fixes everything, basically. I think that's what it do for me. Like, milk will fix everything. Pour some milk on my face. That's crazy, though, man. Like, women these days, man, you got to carry, like, all that stuff, man, just to try to protect
That's the world changing. I mean, it's sorry to say, but the next generation is just pounding the earth to death When we were growing up, you never heard all this stuff's going on.
Yes, you
Oh no,
have.
there was a lot of gun owners back then though.
Yeah, but you don't have a whole lot of killing and shooting and.
Did your mom? Did y'all have like before you actually start getting your own guns? Did your mom have a gun in the house?
Yeah, she had a legal sawed-off 12 gauge in the house.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like it wasn't happening, or we just get to see it more?
That's a good. You hit it wrong the head. We don't know that. I mean, back when we were growing up, we never locked our doors or nothing like that. You know, we used to walk around town.
Wait.
Yeah.
We sure as hell didn't have a lot of school shootings. I know that.
Exactly.
Right.
You never heard that.
Do y'all remember the commercials? They used to be like, "It's 7:00 p.m. Do you know where your children are?"
Yeah, I remember that
Remember
commercial.
that?
They don't do that shit no more. Like, they,
Cause like they don't care no more. I mean, that's the bad part. And like you said, you never heard of school shooting. People go and shoot kindergartens up, pre-K. What kind of stupid idiot? I mean, really, truly, go out and kill innocent kids in school.
I don't know, man. I guess going back to what you're saying about at 7 p.m. though, I guess because of the technology of Find My Devices and these tracking, like parents can keep up with their kids and things like that. So I guess that kind of makes it a little
everybody
more
don't
helpful.
have that though.
A lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Maybe not in like these rural areas like that, but I mean it's getting pretty standard for parents to actually know where their students are. Especially even like when they're monitoring social media, they see them post something like at like a friend's house or something like that. Okay, like, okay, cool.
I think the only reason why we have like a lot of school shootings and stuff now is because people try to be copycats. Like,
Wait, what do you mean?
okay,
To be a killer?
yeah, like you never seen the movie Copycat?
Oh, what's tell me about that copycat? What's
It's
that
like
about? This is just so I can understand what
it
you're about to
was a
say.
serial killer already out who did a bunch of killings, right? And you had somebody who was copying what he did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like people be so caught up on being known or being, it's like they praise these people. So if I go into school and I just want attention or I want to be known for something, and my life is fucked up, so I'm gonna just go kill a bunch of motherfuckers and everybody gonna know me as that motherfucker.
Exactly.
And-
Like put me on TV like
Yeah.
I'm the son of a bitch that killed them people.
right. Like I'm somebody.
And like right now, didn't the up there about 2-3 years ago? When was it? Them little children got killed. The little pre-Ks and the kindergarten children
No, I ain't-
up there up north. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, what y'all talking about?
school was that?
Y'all need to fill me in. What y'all
Talking about the kindergarten children got
When they
killed.
killed
All
them.
them little children.
And the teachers too, right?
Yeah, up there in the schoolhouse because he killed his mom at home because she was a teacher, and then he left the home, went to the school where she worked at, and killed all the kindergarten, the little children and stuff. And I think he's still living. I think he's locked up in prison. I mean, that's because now he's well known as the person that killed the little kindergartens.
Yo, I'm lost for words. I didn't even hear about this story. How long ago was this?
This was back in like 15 or 16, right?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
So he didn't get the death penalty. He's pretty
I
much
don't
getting
think
life.
he was. I think he had red hair, like crazy looking sucker.
You know what? I do remember
Yeah.
when you explained to how he looked like. Now I know what you're talking about. I didn't know that's what he did though.
Yeah, and then what?
Like he killed kindergartners.
Yeah, little pre-K little children.
The guy, and then there was another guy.
Who killed the Batman killer?
Yeah, the movies.
The what killer?
The Batman killer.
Why is he called the Batman killer?
Because the night of
What was it? Dark Knight?
Dark Knight came out. He went into a movie theater at night. Oh, I think the pearl premiere and
shot
gunned people
everybody.
down.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's really like people
And-
just copycat. Like,
And like I said, they want to be well known. That
But
means now he'll go down in history of the people who, I mean, this stupid thing like terrorists. I mean, look at Bin Laden. He did 9/11. Now he will go down as
they
a person.
pinned that on him, but he ain't do that shit.
Pinned it on who?
Bin Laden. Like I said, and look, all the stories that have been told, when you added the pieces, like, so we made that happen.
I feel like The United States is gullible as fuck.
Why you say that?
Cause we go with whatever they say. Like,
Oh no, I think we're being a little bit more woke now. I don't think we're taking every single thing that the media is like shoving down our throats like we used to, and that's partially due to like social media. Like people just being more woke.
So are we going to Area 51?
I don't know, man. When is that scheduled? Like September?
I don't know. I just seen on the internet we all going to Area 51 to raid it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But going back to you, why you disagree with that though? You don't feel like we're more woke as a society?
no. I feel like with social media, everybody feel like everything they say is politically correct, or everybody got an opinion. Everybody's opinions matter.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're a little bit more woke than we were before. I mean, because we used to.
If we was woke, we would be sticking together.
And you don't feel, well, I feel like right now we're probably more divided in our country than we probably ever been. Would you agree with that?
I don't know about that. I mean, this somewhat, but like they say, they pinned on Bin Laden. They said they killed him, but they said his body got they disposed of his body in the sea. But why did he not have no pictures to show it? I mean, if you
and none about no autopsies and none of that.
If you killed the man who killed all these innocent people at 9/11, I want to see a body.
So where are they saying his body's at?
Well, they said they buried, or he's in the sea.
What was the who was the other guy that got killed after
Gaddafi?
Saddam Hussein?
Yeah.
He got killed, I think, before.
That was during Obama, right?
I think that was
George Bush administration, right? He was killed under the George Bush administration.
Yeah.
Which one got killed?
Saddam Hussein got killed first because Bush was in the White House.
Which one got killed and they made that movie about it? About them cops and stuff trying to find them. And then they finally
made a movie about it? I can't really think of which movie you're referring to. I didn't even actually knew they actually made a movie about it.
I can't remember.
Well, I think it was about Black Ops, or I think it was the Rangers or something like that. I don't know. It was like a military movie.
It was.
Yeah, honestly, man, I didn't even know they had made a movie about that. But yeah, man, going back to what y'all was saying though, like this dude killing kindergarten kids, like how crazy in the head are you, man, to do something like that?
I forgot all about the school killings. Y'all gonna make me not even want to go back to work.
That's crazy, man. Like that's crazy. How you feel about bearing arms? Like you think that would be cool? Like teachers have like a. You don't agree with that?
If they do, they need to do mental tests.
Exactly. Most of the people who kill people got mental issues in the backgrounds.
And that gives them the free right not to get the death penalty because they screwed up.
Exactly. I can go there and say I'm crazy. You're not gonna kill me.
I work in a school, and them kids are like real. Like we didn't talk back. We knew not to talk.
Oh yeah,
back.
it's terrible these days.
They don't.
You remember the hell no situation we did?
Yo, I remember that. Man, like.
So imagine
we was in the paper.
A teacher come to school and she's fed up, or he's fed up, and the kid's getting on his nerves or her nerves, and he got a gun. Go in the bathroom for a second and think about it, and then come out and kill all the kids.
That's crazy.
Or the teacher got on then a crazy children get it and start shooting people. Look at that play BB gun. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, but like I would be cool with like teachers, man, having like some type of, I guess, like a main key where they have it locked up where like the other kids. I don't know though. That's just risky.
They just need to.
That's risky all the way around.
Security in each school. If you want to put guns in there, put a security guard in there.
Yeah.
On each end of whatever hallway. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And it's bad to say. You remember when we went to school, the doors was unlocked at the schoolhouse. You can walk right in there. Now you gotta push a little button to scan and look at your face to get in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad to say it.
I mean, that's a really good feature. Yeah, that's a really good feature.
Like I said, we don't know what the world coming to, and I hate to say it. I mean, it will get worse.
I mean, it's leaning towards that way. It's definitely leaning towards that way. What do y'all got like some plans where y'all gonna meet like the teachers this month or next month? Cause y'all got school coming up like real soon for like y'all still in like elementary with y'all kids, right? Don't y'all got like a meeting where y'all meet with the teachers in advance before like the start of the school year?
Open house.
Open house. Have you already been to yours or have?
My son don't start school till August 26th, so they probably do it like August 14, 15, something like that.
14. When did they start?
I think Cody go. Well, he's not in Martin County no more.
Why is he not? Why y'all
He's
ain't got
going to Hopgood Charter School.
Oh, that's a good
private school?
Yep,
Why'd you?
How much was
free.
What?
It's a charter school now.
Hopgood? Oh, I might.
That's what's up, Ray. You might need to look into them.
I don't know.
And they got a bus that coming through here picking the children up.
In Oak City?
They start in Williamston, go to Rawsonville, they come through Hamilton, then the last stop in Oak City.
Hopgood?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But did they go under a new principal or something?
Yeah, they went on a new principal. They did away with the older principal. I think she retired, and now they got a new one in. And
have you been in there? Like you? Well, let me know how it go for you, because if it's pretty decent, I might change my son.
Yeah, they said.
So what you gonna do about your substitute teaching situation?
I'll still go to work. His grandmother and them is down that end, so
that'd be like mad convenient for you.
For
man.
me, yeah. I mean,
you don't have to be a resident around here. You can. They got people from Tarboro coming to Hopgood Academy.
So how do you qualify? Like what
I think they still
qualifications you have to meet?
Really nothing. Just
right. You just take your each. You paying either way, because your kid got a number. Like whatever school your kid go to, they get money for your child.
Yeah, that's what they did. They got a grant, and
they giving out grants for elementary school.
Well,
kids.
I think how many children they get? They get like $700-800 to go to that school. So I mean, the county's paying for your child to go to that school.
Wow.
And I think in the past, Hopgood Academy used to.
It was a fee.
It was a high.
I asked you, like, what was
the
tuition?
Like, I think somebody said like $2,500 a year per child.
That sounds about right.
And it all based on your income. Then some is down low like $1,200 a year. I said, "Boy, I can't afford that." So then, when it came up to be a charter school, we jumped Cody right up in there.
I don't blame you. That's a good school.
Because like I said, this Martin County this got so rough and terrible.
Because they combined all the schools.
Yeah, all together. I mean, that's the messed up part about it. What happened to Roanoke and all them? I mean, Williamston, and they combined them together. I mean,
how you feel your son is going to benefit from this change?
It should be a whole lot different and better, because he got a 504 program. When the teacher,
what's that?
When the teacher said, I think a 504, the teacher,
IEP.
Yeah, something like that. The teacher give more hands-on with the child.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, if you got like 35, 40 children in the class, you're just not going to focus on that one child. You got to go to all of them. And 90% of the time, some of the teachers, I mean, they're really not sitting down and teaching the children. They just, throwing papers in there and say, hey, you do this, and you fail, you're not.
That's true.
Why does public schools have so much of a bad rep? We products of a public school. Like when I look at other schools and across the country, like they always just down in public schools, like they're trash and things like that. But we products of public schools. Like what's so bad about public schools? Like why do they have like such a bad rep?
And this where like I guess they just, like the teachers not care no more.
Not that. That is the main thing. It's no, like back in the day, we had teachers that was like your parent. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl would take you in that.
Did they beat y'all in Brooklyn?
No, but they was real strict. Like you couldn't play with them.
Like y'all didn't get hit like on the hand with paddles and stuff like that. They used to do that to us like down here in the South. Like we used to just like get beaten. Do you remember that?
Big John. You remember Big John?
Yeah, I remember.
Big Bad John paddle.
Did you ever, when you actually came where we were at, did you ever get a?
Yeah.
You did get a whooping before?
I got damn beaten with a damn paddle about that thick and about that long.
Holy cow, man!
They call you to the front of the class, in front of everybody, and make you bend over, and they smack you 5 times on the butt.
How embarrassing, man! Like
5 times.
that can mess up a kid's mentality, man. Doing some stuff like that. Ray, I'm serious. Like we used to get beat. Like it's not even funny, man. They used to just put your hand out.
Bend it back and pop them.
Yeah, just pop it, man. You know what I'm saying? You do something like that now, like you going straight to jail.
Nah, back in the day, we ain't get beat by the teachers, but my mother and father tore my ass up. I won't get in.
And that's you just made a good point. I mean, the fathers and the mother have to be part of the school to do something with their child. I mean, be hands-on with it. I mean, if they doing wrong, teach them the wrong way. I mean, hey, you doing it wrong, you need to go the right way, son. Award them, not just punish them all the time.
Right. So have you changed the way, as Cody starts getting, your son, as he starts getting older, are you changing the way that you talk to him now?
Yeah, I had to get strict on him because when he goes to school, he come back, he's an all another child. I mean, like, he's just so wow. I mean, like he ain't got no home.
So where do you think that's coming from? You think it's just like his friends?
His friends are mostly, like you said, most of the time it's kind of like friends telling, like, hey, do drugs. You ain't my friend, you can't do them. I told Cody, don't be that way.
My son, how old is your son?
He's about to be 13 next month.
My son is about to be 13 in December.
Oh, your son's gonna be 13 in December?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's growing up fast, man.
He is. But they call my son Mr. Manners at school.
Yeah, you told me that one time before. Yeah.
He got manners, but he got little tolerance for bullying. So like,
and that's another thing about school. It's a lot of bullying in the school these days.
My son,
and the teacher don't care about it.
Mostly.
Is he still coming home reporting to y'all, like,
yeah,
picking on him and
people
stuff?
Taking his book bags away from him, throwing him across the bus, and I mean, it's nonsense.
You don't go out there for that?
One time I went out there and almost got locked up at the high school.
What you mean you almost got locked up? What happened?
It was the bus driver, and for some reason the bus driver kept on flying by the house. I mean, this is nonsense stuff all the time.
Now, you got to say no names or anything like
okay,
that.
Well, the bus, in my eyes, back in the days, the bus pulled to the driveway and they beat the horn and let the sun come out or the children come out. They want them beside the road no matter raining, snowing, don't care. They want them beside the road. If not, they ain't gonna stop.
Is that a rule for this school district, or is that just like
so.
all over?
I guess so. And what happened that morning? It happened several times, and my girlfriend went there several times complaining about it. My son's not gonna sit there beside the road and all these crazy drivers going by. I mean, they can hit him. Somebody can kidnap him, but he can sit on the front.
So why y'all just let that rule just go like that? You can't be the only parent that's upset with that rule. Why don't y'all do something about it? Why don't y'all
I went down to, let's say, that morning. I got hurt at work and I had steroids in me, so I got an attitude problem that morning. And I was sitting there, I was hurting, and Cody was sitting.
Did he just say steroids?
Yeah, steroids or something like that. But he was on the front doorstep at the door, and I got a security camera behind me, going all around my yard. I could see everything, the highway and stuff. And Cody said a bus that flew by. So I rolled my camera back, and she didn't put no lights on. She didn't attempt to slow down. She kept on going.
Felt like she did it on purpose.
She did it on purpose. It's several times done on purpose. But next thing you know, I jumped in my car with him and shot behind it, and she never stopped at another house than then. So I walked into the high school, and I was mad as hell. And the principal said, "Can I help you?" I said, "No, you can't help me with a goddamn thing." I said, "Let me talk to your superintendent." And so they see this big motherfucker coming in the damn door, all these damn tattoos with cut off shirt. Oh shit, what the hell's going on here?
Oh, you watched Redneck when you walked in, right?
Yeah, I walked in mad as hell. And I said they called for backup because the big janitor come around the corner, and I said, "Well, I don't know who your fat ass coming in for because I'm pissed." And then she said, "What the problem?" I said, "Well, your bus driver keep coming by here, and my girlfriend reported several times."
So she already like told them that this happened
Yeah.
like so many times before.
Yeah, and I said, "Nobody want to do a damn thing in this school." And I said, "I'm tired of this
He
shit."
was pissed off.
Yeah, I was pissed off. And I went there, I talked shit to the principal, and she acted like she didn't care if I was gonna kill her or knock her across the counter or what.
She just sat there and just kind
Yeah,
of
like, yeah, right, whatever you want to say. And then
So at that point, I pretty much you got heated at that point because nobody was taking
Yeah.
you serious.
It won't take me serious and stuff. And then when she got serious, and when I said, "I'll tell you what," I said the damn next morning, I said, "I will get my ass up and I will go behind that bus and I'll wait till if she stop at somebody else's house and beat the horn, I'll run my car in the back of that damn bus." Oh, she got mad then the anger came out.
So you had to threaten them to
Yeah, and then she said, "Oh, is that a threat?" I said, "No, that's not a threat."
It's a warning.
Yeah, that's a warning. She said, "Well, I can call the damn law then." I said, "Oh, now you get offended." But then
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, it messed up. And then I left and I called back and apologized to the girl behind the counter and stuff. She had nothing to do with it 'cause I got angry at her first.
Yeah.
I went home and calmed down and realized I did the wrong thing. So I went home and called the school and apologized. And then she said, "You want to apologize to the principal?" I said, "Yeah, I apologize to
So
you."
you actually end up apologizing to the principal too.
Well, the bad part is the secretary told that James Warren is on the phone.
She went.
Oh.
Well, so she picked up and hung back up. So what I did, I called the bitch right back. And then she picked up the phone and said, "Principal, whatever." And I said, "This is James Warren." She hung up again. So I called the superintendent and said, "She's a bitch. She'd always be a
Did she
bitch
get
in my
fired?
book." Nope.
No, they ain't gonna fire
But
for that.
a
Which they
lot-
probably should.
But lucky, I ran to one of the commissioners over here in Oak City. And I talked to
You mean
him.
a county commissioner?
County commissioner. And I showed him.
How'd you know it was him?
Because when I was at the grill and he walked in, he saw me, I was mad and blew it all up and stuff. And he asked me what's going on. I told him, he knows my little boy and stuff.
Oh, so he knows who Cody is.
So what I did, lucky I had the video camera on my phone, and I showed him what the bus driver did, and he said that's uncalled for. This is no, they put a stop, and he saw on the video. So he said, "Don't worry, I'll get hold to it." Next thing, the following day, the bus was stopping in front of the house, beeping the horn.
Oh man, see, and that's how you make stuff happen like that. But just think about it: if he didn't have that video for proof, like they would have just basically slamming.
Yeah,
Like, it's not funny, but that's what they would have
But
did.
For real, the cameras is like, I remember one time they wasn't dropping my son off home.
Yeah.
They was taking him other places. And one day I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay home and wait for the bus to come. And the man rolled right past my house. So I jumped in the car and turned in front of the bus. And
Wow, you being a daredevil, ain't you? Damn.
I turned in front of the bus, and the man was like, I jumped out my car and walked on the bus. And the man was looking like, oh my God. So the next day I had dropped my son off to school, and the principal stopped me. And he was like, they watched the cameras of me turning in front of the bus and getting on
So
the bus.
they caught you on camera.
He was like, I'm banned from the bus.
Oh
Okay.
wow,
But them cameras be,
that's crazy. Y'all be having some adventures with y'all schools, man. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's the bad it's got over the years.
That's
And-
crazy,
and then
man.
I
Like
heard
hearing y'all talk
now,
like this. Though.
Hobgood Academy had this came a charter school this year coming up,
so
and
this they first.
the first year, every year they're gonna gain a year in the high school. Now, if you're in high school, I think it's like 8.
So what
No.
grades they go through? K through 12? Or?
K through well, the Hobgood charter is going to think pre-K up to 8.
Yeah,
this
I'm
year.
about to say.
And every year they're gonna gain a year up to 12.
Okay.
So right now, 9th to 12th is still Hobgood Academy. That means the mother and father still paying for their tuition to go there.
Okay.
But every year they're gonna lose a year
Okay.
and gain the charter.
Okay. That makes sense.
And like I said, I heard several people that says these schools over here lost a lot of children going to that school because of the
It
attitude.
should open their eyes.
I'm gonna just.
It
keep
basically
my
should.
family at there.
And then the school that Cody used to go to, the guidance counselor loved Cody to death, and she texts my girlfriend right now and said she hate that Cody had to leave all because of the school. It's bad like that, and she said she's quitting this year. This is her first year teaching.
She's gonna quit.
She's gonna quit because she can't deal with the principal and the bullshit that goes on in the school, and that's a shame.
It is,
and it showed me that she really cared if she gonna keep calling about Cody, but how he doing and all that stuff, and she hate that he leave all because of this nonsense stuff.
My son went through 4 teachers last year. This past.
What, you talking about by choice or just
They
quitting?
just was quitting. Like,
What was the main reason why they were
can't
quitting?
handle the kids. Couldn't handle the kids.
So what's your secret? How you sticking with it so much? Like, why they haven't ran you off?
I don't play with them. I don't you know, I treat them like
Young adults.
right.
And that's how I feel to go. So many people are letting the children get by with murder. I mean, back in that day, what we had to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, and set the counter. And
Kids still do that. Yes ma'am, no ma'am stuff. They don't do that no more, do they?
What? Call my mama. I be like, girl,
Wow.
these kids is something serious.
But yeah, as you were saying though,
yeah, I mean that's the bad part. I mean, they got to be more disciplined in school these days because they did away with the paddle and stuff. Now this riding.
The parents can't even beat the kids no more though.
Exactly. You're right. That's bad economy.
so like
Your child got more rights than what you got.
totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
Like right now, if Cody go do something bad and I lift his ass up and I wear his ass out till he start crying, he can call social service and social service say you did him wrong. How in the hell did I do him wrong?
So what is your plan on like discipline? You're saying we need to do more. So if we can't beat them, like, I mean, what else can we do?
That's a good damn question. I don't have no idea on that.
I'm punching on mine to
Huh? You what?
yeah. He's old enough now I could tag his own.
Oh, we just like punch them.
Like you talking about, and like Cody, he loves, he loved the little guns and stuff. He loved going hunting, not to take away all that stuff. But he knows when I get angry, he knows it's getting serious.
How old was he when you first started taking him hunting with you?
Let's see. I really don't go hunting. He goes with a friend.
Yeah.
And he been going hunting for the last 4 years now.
Is that something really passionate with him, or do you feel like you're pushing it? You're not pushing it,
No.
right?
Like I said, I give him a gun. He go out there, and like I said, I'm teaching him gun control a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
I mean, he keep a gun in his room locked up in a box, and he knows when to load it, not.
You know what? I gotta get on board.
But no, I've actually seen this. I've actually went out and shot with James and his son, and man, like to see his composure, like at such a young age, and just to be like, a lot of people just say, okay, man, you're crazy for letting a 12-year-old hold like a gun like that, but to actually see that, like, that was really impressive, man, to see like a young kid be so responsible with the gun. Because a lot of people are like, man, why would you even do something like that? Like, you're just asking for trouble.
If he like get up in front of point, I said no, that's wrong. And I'm showing him the best way of the use a gun and not the bad way to use it. I mean, yeah, protect and serve. I mean, that way, you know your life in danger, then you use it, but don't bring it out to show to somebody and that then go off. I mean, be careful with a gun because that is a life changing.
So if he does something that you don't approve of, and you actually take the gun away from him,
take it away. He get out crying and stuff.
he actually starts crying.
Yeah.
That's almost like a video game. When you take, kids, you take the video game and stuff away, you start bugging. So you must
And
be
then
really.
that part in there, after I take it away from him, I go out there and start shooting my guns, and he get mad.
So you make it extra juicy for him.
And then if I bring my big guns out, I teach him how to shoot those. And he said, "Can I shoot them?" I said, "No, you're punishment." And then he knows if he do good, he can shoot my guns.
What's the largest gun that he shot at 12 years old?
So far, right now he shot.
No, I wouldn't say 12. Because 12, he's almost a teenager. I say maybe like when he was like, you started him off when he was what?
9 years old.
9 years old.
He shot a little .22 pistol, and he can do it like ain't nothing. He loads them and stuff and shoot it like it ain't nothing.
Man,
And he want to shoot my .44 Magnum, but that's too big for his hands.
a little too big for him.
But he babied with a 20 gauge, and this season he just shot my 12 gauge, my big boy's 12 gauge, and he shot a turkey with that.
Oh, he actually killed a turkey
Yep.
with you.
And
I'm calling Peter on you.
and he shot my my AR-15.
That's crazy.
Yep, my military, scope sniper, and he shot a bucket. I think 150 yards, dead center, boom.
That is crazy.
So I showed the boys at work, and they said, "Damn, you got a little sniper." So I said, "Yeah." Then when the boys said I'm going to my house, or when I'm at work, they said, "I'm going to buy your house and borrow two." I said, "All right." I called Cody and tell him, "You got permission to come in the yard." So
that is crazy. So Ray, what's up? You gonna let you gonna train your little man?
And he be playing with the little BB guns and stuff.
No, I ain't talking about the BB.
I know, but
I'm talking about that thing you got up in you. Like how you feel? Like you nervous to let him try it?
Scared a little bit.
What are you scared
I
of?
don't want him to be.
James just told you you take care. You be responsible with it.
You sit down with him not let him hold it first, but you sit there and show him this is a thing will change your life. I mean, you can get in trouble with it. It will hurt you. It will kill you, and it will hurt loved ones. I mean, it's made for protection, and do what you want to do. Just be mighty careful with it.
Like when he outside with his BB guns, I be like, come in the house.
So you be watching them though, right?
Yeah, I be like, come in the house, just come out, cause I done seen so many people get killed behind toy guns.
Yeah.
Like it's just that's my fear. Like I don't want my son getting killed behind no gun. Like
yeah, it's a time to bring him out. 'Cause I live in the country, and Cody really ain't got a lot of people out there to play with, little boys. So he figured me I'm a big damn kid, and that's what I am. I'm a big damn kid. I love four-wheeling. I love cars. I love big trucks. Anything you think of, I love it.
Southern.
So he loved the death of it. So he think I'm a big ass 330-pound kid.
if I lived in the country, I probably would be more, but I stay right in town.
Yeah, and that's the bad part about living in town. You can't have that. People talking about, well, you should not do that and all that stuff.
They have a gun problem in your town?
Nah, I don't never hear nobody saying they seen nobody with no gun. That's why I be telling my son, come in the house with that, because they'd be like, oh, it's somebody outside with a gun.
And they find out with a BB gun.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
When he get older, it ain't bad. People say don't teach your guns or children about guns, but it's a good thing to teach them.
Yeah, it's a decent age, but.
So what do you say against the people that say you shouldn't be doing that? You shouldn't have a gun in a 12-year-old's room. What do you tell them?
Mind their own damn business.
Simple enough, right?
Really, truly, I see because. But in a way, it all depends on, I don't know, if your children love it. And Cody loves it. He loves guns and stuff at a young age. But like I said, it is bad to know that your 12-year-old boy have a gun in his damn room. But he's well kept of that gun. That's his protection. He knows.
You're not scared of that though?
No, because really and truly, he
You don't keep the key. Like, well, that don't make sense.
Well, now it's locked, but he keep it in his room, and the bullets is locked with me.
I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking.
Well, you no. What you mean?
What I'm thinking.
No, say it. Say it. Because this is what other listeners probably want to say. So what is it?
So it's like with the kids nowadays with the suicide, and then you say he get bullied a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That don't scare you?
Yeah, in a way it do. But like when the bullying happens, I hate to say it, I was bullying in school too. Go ahead and say it, Aaron.
Say what?
I was bullying in school a lot.
You was bullying people?
I was getting bullied.
Oh, but you ain't. I'm not saying you didn't hurt yourself or nobody.
I sit down and by my history in the past of life, I like to sit down and talk to my son really heavy about life. And don't matter if somebody bullying you. At the end of the day, you're my son. Come home to me. Don't worry about what they say, and don't take life for granted. You come home. You don't have to go home with the bullying. Defend yourself. Like in Friday, what did the man say? Put the gun down, son. You got two hands. You finish with your two hands. A
Even-
gun don't even come in the process of it.
Like, even not saying he gonna go hurt somebody. He might just come home feeling bummed. Somebody was bothering him all day and don't.
Yes, and then turn
Turn
like
himself.
turn itself. Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
have. I
saying,
have
like-
thought about that several hundred times, and that when I got to a point that, like I said, I sit down with him and tell him it's not worth it.
Is that going to be enough for him?
Yeah, because he loves me. He loves his mama, and I said I hate to see anything happen to you over bullying.
That's why I was like, I don't want to, say that. And
Yeah.
but that's something to think about.
Yeah, I think about it, nonstop and stuff. That's why I'm teaching him the good ways about guns and stuff. And like you say, you're right. One day he might come home and think about it. But then, like I told him before, I hate to lose anything to him. I hate to lose him because one time I was about to lose him one time.
How are you about to lose him?
A brain tumor he had. The doctor was talking about if he goes in and cut it, he might lose him and stuff like that. And right now, it's still in his skull. And right now, while I left the house, he had a terrible migraine, headaches throwing up. He had terrible migraine.
Oh man, so he get migraines and throw ups.
like me.
Man, that's
So,
rough.
but luck not growing. And he said the only way we can cut it out if it comes to the point he have to cut it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep y'all in prayer.
And like I said, in the gun situation, it's for hunting, and he knows it's for hunting. And like I said, the bullets is in my room. And like I said, that's his little privilege to go out and shoot the gun and learning the best way of how to handle a gun. Because if you don't show your son or your daughter what a gun's for, they thinking to play toy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if you look,
That's a strong
90%
argument.
of the time, somebody get hurt, but not knowing how to work a gun.
Right.
Like if I'm sitting here looking at, oh look at this, and I didn't pull the trigger, you sitting over there, I'll blow your brains right out.
That's true.
But Cody knows all the safeties on the gun and stuff. Do not pick the gun up with the
Yeah, finger on the trigger.
trigger. Keep your hand on the stock. Make sure that if you got some friends around, do not load it in the house. Do not load it near them. Be far away.
So basically, you saying, in a sense, it's somewhat of a disservice for parents not to introduce their
If
guns to
you
kids.
think
to
your
their
children cannot handle it, I don't recommend it.
How do you know though? How is that something that you supposed to know? How did you know that Cody would be so responsible at his age?
Look at his emotionals, or like his
emotions.
his anger. If you think that so angry, because when he get bullied, he really don't get angry. He did come home and say the boy's bullying me, and he don't say nothing about going against someone or hurting himself several times. And then that when I introduced him to the gun, and he start learning the guns and stuff and all that stuff. And but I think some children get attitudes, talk about I want to kill them, and then you heard that, no, hell no.
And see, that's what I would be so nervous about. Like people listening to you saying in your story, like right now everything is cool, but then down the road, if his son does, God forbid he starts just shooting up that school, people they'll listen back at this and say, okay, there were so many red flags as to what you're saying, but that's just a tough situation, man. Like to walk that line.
I mean, I agree with you teaching him, and I'm not saying what you doing is wrong because your kid.
Yeah.
But
always
leaving the gun in his room, that's where I'm like, that's kind of you dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, but always think that now it's locked. It's locked in a.
You got the key.
Yeah, I got a key
he
to
got
it.
the key.
It's locked in his room, and I got the key.
Okay.
Yeah,
Long
it's
as
locked.
you got the key.
Yeah, but to put that in point of view, it is locked in a case that he cannot get to without me unlocking it for him.
Okay, now I feel better.
Yeah, and then
You don't feel like he's gonna get to a point where he's gonna try to go behind your back.
No, I'm not gonna give him the key till he old enough to, as he is, to go with and play.
But kids like to snoop though, man. Like kids do like to snoop. Did your son not snoop around? He didn't snoop around when he was younger. Did you allow him access to all aspects of the house, even when your father was alive? Okay, so you guys didn't keep him sheltered then.
Huh?
You didn't keep him sheltered where you just.
I mean, he never knew it was a gun in the house.
So up until this point, he does not know that you have a.
He know it's in there now, but he don't know where it's at.
You told him about it, or he just kind of figured it out?
No, one day I was in the room cleaning up, and it was out, and he seen it. He asked me, "Was it real or was it?" And I told him it was real, but I told him to get out, and I put it up.
Just like a black mom.
Yeah. I mean that's a good thing, to tell him it's real and stuff. I mean, in my belief, like I said, now he knows where my gun that I use just in case somebody break in the house, and in his mind he knows he do not touch that one.
See, I know my son is gonna be like a gun person because
Why you feel like that?
even with his BB guns or like
He has an
his
infatuation with
Nerf
like toy guns.
and cars. So like even with his BB guns, I go in his room, clean up, and I see the BB gun under the pillow. Like,
Ooh.
Under the pillow?
yeah, like okay, so he kind of crazy a little bit. But what would make him put that under there? Is he scared? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't.
I mean, like you haven't talked to him about that?
Yeah, I talked to him. Like
What was his explanation for doing that?
he said, I just sleep with my gun.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, he.
Yeah, that's definitely a red flag. Be real with you.
Yeah.
Like that's a red flag.
Like, but it's me and him in the house. So his room is furthest from mine. Like, if he feel like that would scare somebody, I'm not gonna argue with him having it in his room like that. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean, figure, hey, it's a BB gun, right? Yeah, maybe, somebody from bringing the house, he pop him with a BB, you can hear him when he's out.
saying? Right. But then, like, I shoot squirrels with him and stuff.
You shoot what with him?
Squirrels with the BBs and stuff.
Oh, I'm calling the call. You shot the little squirrels.
Shit, them motherfuckers get on my nerves, tearing up my damn tree.
Man, these kids, man, guns, yo, that's.
But I don't. That's the thing. Like, even if I'm not outside with him, he cannot go outside with that at all. Like, I've had a couple people that I know get killed from toy guns, and to this day, it just don't sit well.
Like, you mean like a misunderstanding? People think they're
a
actually
cop-
strapped?
Yeah, a cop killing a kid
Yeah,
with a gun,
by
with a toy
accident.
gun.
Yeah.
I was in junior high school, and the cop killed a kid named Nicholas,
You mean up in New York, right?
and they was
by
playing
toy gun.
cops and robbers in the building, and the cop shot him and killed him.
In front of like other little kids.
And that's bad.
So, with my son, when he outside, that's the first thing that pops in my head, like, get in the house. Unless I'm outside with you, don't have that outside.
But I'm really proud of him, Cody. I mean, like when you shoot guns.
No, I commend you on that,
Right?
man. Like,
Nothing's wrong with
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah, but
It's just scary that you leave him with it.
yeah.
'cause I remember like even when I did like I actually started like shooting y'all for like the first time, man.
You with
Like,
an AK-47.
and I was so good, like I was like, okay, maybe he about to tell his son to go in the house and stuff and chill out, like while the big boys play. No, man, like his son just like grab it. Let me show you, Aaron, how it's done, man. I mean, just start letting loose, man. I was like, whoa. I just looked, I was like, the first thing came in my head, like, okay, this guy trained him good, man.
Would you
'cause-
teach your daughter?
Will I teach my daughter? Yeah, if she was around me more for gun practice, yeah, definitely. Most definitely I would. No doubt about it.
Gun safety. Not like I said. In the
I would
age-
be with her though, but maybe keeping a gun in a room probably not so much. But yeah, I would definitely take her to
Yeah, because he likes to be more of a man than a boy.
I mean, I agree with what you're doing. Like, you teaching him and showing him.
The right way and not the wrong
I
way.
agree with that. I just, when you say you keep it in his room, I was like, whoa,
yeah, man, that's
kind of, for his safety.
Yeah.
just God forbid today, man. Somebody just don't make him mad. Like not just doing something crazy like shooting up the school, but somebody threaten his
Or
life.
hurt his feelings hard enough where he feel like I don't even,
Like no, like I'm gonna like shoot. I'm gonna really shoot. I'm gonna kill you, man. Like he just spaz on him, man. Like, but that's any child, man. Because even like myself when I was younger, like I would just spaz. I ain't gonna front like I was an angel. Like I've actually got guns, man, and like went out and wanted to do something. James can probably attest to that.
Yeah.
But we didn't get too far that just due to the laws of the land. So we gonna talk about that much. But that's just how it is. You might not even be about that life, but sometimes when people really, really cross you, man, you just never know what you're gonna do.
Right.
You never know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I remember a phone call one night.
He remember that phone call one night. But yeah, man. So.
But you came back with it, but I knew it wasn't no blood on it. So I
Right.
knew he would have blown it, put it away. It was in his hands, but I knew he was not going to go the wrong way. Yeah, I leave it on the back porch.
Leave it on the back porch. Good deal, man. This was a really good conversation, man. I didn't even think it was going to lead to this, man. But once again, this was a really, really, really good show, man. And I hope people that are listening will be a little bit more informed. Thanks to our viewers and listeners, man. But yeah, these guns, these things are real, man. And people,
they will get hurt you in a way. Yes, they will.
Yeah, they will. But again, this has been the Dramatic Show podcast. Again, I want to thank my boy James for coming through, and my co-host Ty Reyes. She came through doing her thing. Again, stay tuned. Listen to us on YouTube. You guys can listen to us on your favorite media platform, podcast platform. Follow us on social media, Dramatic Show Podcast on Instagram, Dramatic Show Podcast on Facebook, as well as Dramatic Show Podcast on Twitter. Just keep up to date with us. We'll be coming out with some more new episodes soon. This has been the Dramatic Show Podcast, and we are signing out.
Peace.
You've just listened to the Dramatic Show Podcast with your host, Dramatic.